Okay, we finna start social studies. What have we been talking about this week? The 13 colonies. Correct. So, your paper, like this, I want you to pull it out. And we're going to answer number 1 before we get started. Number one says, what is one thing I already know or think I know about this topic before reading the text? So I want you to write me one thing in number 1 that you might already know about the 13 colonies. That's all I want you to do at this moment. Write one thing you already know in number 1. The box at the bottom. Write one thing you already know about the 13 colonies. Let's go. One thing you already know about the 13 colonies. A complete sentence. One thing you already know about the 13 colonies. Come on. But you two need to write one thing you already know about the 13 colonies. When you're done, give me a thumbs up. One thing you know about the 13 colonies. When you're done, pencils down, thumbs up. One thing you already know about the 13 colonies. I'm going to give you one more minute. Doing the 30 seconds like that. 30 seconds. When you're done, give me a thumbs up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who can share with me one thing you already know about the 13 colonies? Just one thing. Janaya. Okay. Maddie.
They moved from Flint to South.
Okay. Huh? Okay.
One thing I know about
Via.
is the 13 colonies represent the United States.
Okay. Manning, last one.
I know the flag at the front.
Okay. Okay. So now, pull out your paper that says informational text. Informational text. Pull it in front of you. Okay. If you look to the left of your paper, it says vocabulary. We're going to go through the vocabulary right quick, and then we're going to read the text, okay? So, the first vocabulary word, who wants to read that one for me? Doya. What is the first word? Religion. Can you read the definition for me?
I believe in God and I
Go back. Let's start over. What's that first word?
Believe in God and the tradition or habit how that belief is expressed.
Okay. Who wants to tell me their own words what religion is after Doya has read it? What is religion? What's religion? Zachary? It's the belief in God. It can be Catholic, it can be Baptist, it can be Pentecostal, it can be Kojic. Those are the different religions, and they all believe in God. Okay? Who wants to do the second one for me? Christina. Crowded together or thick. Okay, who wants to do harbors? Jacaylee. Yes, please.
Part of a larger body that is enough for a ship to dock.
Okay. A harbor. Places that are part of a large body of water that is deep enough for ships to dock. Terrain. Terrain. Janaya.
Her face of an
A surface of an sound it out. Area
of land.
Okay. The surface of an area of land. And the last one, Jacari.
A group of factories and businesses that rise of specific
product. Good. Okay, these are vocabulary words for the lesson today. So we're going to go through. See, religion. If you look at this board, religion. What is that a picture of? A church, right. So religion, a belief in God and tradition are habits of how belief is expressed. So most people go to church on Sundays to express. And some people go to church on Saturdays to express. Dense, a crowd, crowded together or thick. And that's a picture of what?
A forest.
A forest, good. Harbors, places that are part of a large body of water that is deep enough for ships to dock. Where do you think that picture is taken from? Just take a wild guess. A harbor, but what part of the world do you think it is?
South America.
It could be off an island. It can be Florida. It can probably be the Gulf, the bottom of Texas.
Or Mexico? Is this going to be California?
No, I don't think it could be California. You just educated guess. Terrain. The surface of an area of land. What do you think that's a picture of?
Look like mountains and with a dark sky.
Storm clouds, mountains. Industry. A group of factories and businesses that provide a specific service or product. Okay, look at your informational text sheet. I want you to follow along as I read, because you never know who I might call on. Okay, the United States began as 13 separate colonies along the east coast of the continent. These colonies eventually were all controlled by Great Britain. The 13 colonies were divided into 3 regions. Colonies to the north were the New England colonies. There were 4 colonies in this region: Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. Okay? Quick question. Who controlled the colonies? Janiyah.
Great.
Say it again.
Great.
Britain. Correct. Great Britain. Okay. The New England colonies began as some of the first colonies in America. The first colonists sailed across the Atlantic Ocean on the Mayflower and founded Plymouth in 1620. Zachary, start reading. That's not where I stopped. Manning, read. No, who wants to have him out? Doya. No. People came seeking religious freedom. They wanted to worship God as they pleased while living in England. The king told people how they should worship. Who wants to pick up and read? Madison. Persians. Their religion. Built. Some or some.
Some colonies were more
Opinions.
Than others.
Stop. Mackenzie, read. Volume. Louder, Mackenzie. Education. Okay. Why was New England colonies formed? Why were they formed? Doya, freedom of what? No. Look back in the second paragraph. Why were the New England colonies formed? Janaya?
There were their founders. They wanted more freedom.
Okay, more freedom of what? What did they want more freedom of?
Education.
Education and what else?
For their children to be able to fight.
Okay, and reading the Bible is part of religion. Thank you, Zach. So why were they founded?
So they can have freedom of education.
Correct. So they can practice their religion freely. Third paragraph. The land in the New England colonies was mostly dense forests and rocky soil. Both conditions made it difficult for farming. Small family farms grew just enough food to feed themselves. So, Doria, pick up and read.
The long, cold winters also meant a short growing season. The crops were the crop for crop. The thick large the thick forests provide lots of these for lumber. This wood as
Was
was used to build large ships for finishing,
fishing,
fishing, and travel along the cross
coast,
coast were harbors. Parts
harbors, which
harbors which were safe places for ships to dock. The difficult training there and harsh celebrate
harsh climate,
harsh climate caused people to live close together. They needed their homes to survive.
communities.
Communities.
Okay. Who can describe their geographic climate? How is their climate? Climate means their weather. How was the weather where they were living? Mackenzie. Huh? Cold. What else? Janaya. Christina, help her.
Winter.
Okay. Okay, they had cold winters, which also meant a short growing season for crops. So if it was cold, do you think they was able to make money?
No.
If it was cold, that means they weren't able to grow anything. No crops. They probably couldn't go out and farm. They couldn't do anything. Full paragraph. Jacqueline.
Along the
Atlantic.
Atlantic Ocean, fishing for other ways to earn a living. This was helped by the
Region.
region had enough wood to ship colonies.
Eventually
Started trade with England. The
region.
region began
Exporting
fish and lumber, get lumber
to England. Stop. In return, the colonists brought household goods from England. Whaling was another important industry. People hunted and killed whales for their blubber. Blubber is a thick layer of fat that protects whales from the cold ocean water. People burned oil made from blubber in lamps. The New England colonies were one region in colonial America. They named themselves after their home country of England. From these colonies came the states of Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. So, okay, as more and more people came to the New World, settlements called colonies were established. Life in each colony was affected by the climate, geographic, and people who settled there. Okay. How many regions were there? Three. Manny, name one. Four. Okay. Christina, name the other one. Okay, and Jacayla, name the other one. Okay. New England colonies. How many were there? 4. Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire. Zachary, read geographic on the board.
Appalachian Mountains, Buffalo. The land was rocky and not suitable for farming. Coastline was
Okay. Fill out this paper right here. Pull out your paper just like this. You see the red crayon in your hand?
Yes.
I want you to color the 4 states: Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire on this map? Color them red. It's red, it's just real light.
Violet.
Color those 4 states. Ma'am. I know it's red. Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire. When you're done, give me a thumbs up. When you're done, give me a thumbs up. Crayons down. If you're done, give me a thumbs up. Okay, look at the board. Okay. In the space below, I know we answered the question already, I do apologize. In the lines below where it says New England colonies, in that space below, I want you to answer this question, but I want you to write it down this time. Describe the geographical climate. Janaya, read climate for me.
Winters were long and harsh from the noodling for the cold, and many people died because of the cold.
Read the last part.
Summers were mild. They were warm and not too hot.
So, in your words, write how the geographic climate was. Come on, Shakir. In this spot, the New England colony, describe the geographic climate in your own words. Or the New England colony climate. What are y'all talking about? Okay. It's okay. Come on, Doya. Jakir, hold your head up. How you finish? Okay, worry about the farm. Your interest. Do you need me erasing? Okay, if you're done, give me a thumbs up. Come on, do it. Okay. Okay. Let's look at their jobs right quick. The jobs for the New England colonies. The New England colonies had access to the great coastline. The coastline of the Atlantic provided abundant fishing opportunities, jobs for the people of this region. So, one job was fishing. It opened the doors for other economic opportunities. Since fishermen needed ships, the ships was building industrial boom and became one of the most important jobs of the New Englanders. So one of their jobs was what? Fishing. Good harbors, fishing, and shipbuilding opportunities paved the way for port cities to grow in this region. The port cities grew into trade centers, so more and more people flocked to the area. So the more they built, the more job opportunities came along. So they fished, they built ships, and in building ships, they became more important jobs for the New England colonies. Okay, people of the New England colonies. People who settled in New England colonies were seeking religious freedom. Persians and pilgrims settled there. Many of their social gatherings were held in churches. They held town meetings to discuss political issues. So most of their meetings were held where? Church. In the church. Um, Who settled there?
The New England colonies.
What did you say, Zach? The Persians and the Pilgrims. They were the ones that settled in the New England colonies. They were the ones that separated, moved on from Great Britain. Okay. Based off what we read, I just have 3 questions. Either A, B, or C. People who lived in New England colonies most likely had which of the following jobs? Is it A, farming, B, raising livestock, or C, shipbuilding and fishing?
Shipbuilding and fishing.
Shipbuilding and fishing. 2, what was the climate like for the people in New England? A, harsh winter and mild summers, warm, humid summers, and mild winters, or cold winters and hot summers. A, B, or C?
C. A.
Thank you, Doya. A. Remember, it was winter, it was cold, mild summers. Remember, it was too cold for them to grow crops, so were they able to make money? No. Last one, which colony region was settled by Persians and Pilgrims seeking religious freedom? A, New England, B, Southern, or Mid-Atlantic? A, New England. Okay, one last thing, and we're finna pack up and walk out. Okay. Look at number 2. Look at number 2. For the 2 questions skip to number 3. Number 3. What are 3 important facts I learned about this topic after reading the text? What 3 important facts I learned about this topic after reading the text? Once you finish, put your pencils up and pass me your papers and you may line up. Look at the bottom. You got 3 boxes to write your 3 questions in, or your 3 facts. 1, 2, 3.